Hey guys, Level Cap here, and today in gaming, Microsoft and Bethesda revealed a slew of massive titles. DayZ's creator Dean Hall's next game has a release date, World War II shooter Hell Let Loose is leaving early access, and much more. Sunday was a massive day for EA, Microsoft, and Bethesda. The gameplay trailer for Battlefield 2042 debuted during the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase alongside over a dozen highly anticipated game reveals. Battlefield 2042's gameplay trailer is currently trending at the number 2 spot, and the response from the players has been almost universally positive. It showed a wide variety of the game's new mechanics like specialist gadgets, vehicle combat, dynamic weather events, weapons, and more. For a complete breakdown, be sure to check out our video going over every detail and hidden feature spotted in the trailer. Also, stay tuned for continuing coverage of Battlefield 2042. The rest of the Xbox and Bethesda show packed a ton of incredible reveals. Bethesda confirmed their next game, Starfield, is launching late next year. It's a hardcore RPG set in space. The teaser trailer doesn't offer many details, but it might have included a hint about the next Elder Scrolls game. Fans with a keen eye noticed a strange-looking scratch on the dashboard of the spaceship in the Starfield trailer. It just so happens that this particular scratch bears a striking resemblance to a region of Tamriel, which is the world that Elder Scrolls is set in. Unfortunately, that is where the Elder Scrolls news begins and ends with the presentation. There were no new teasers or info about Elder Scrolls 6. Bethesda did talk about Fallout 76 content though. The game's next major expansion will add Pittsburgh as a new region in 2022. Fallout 3 featured Pittsburgh, so it's a big return to the franchise's roots. Microsoft finally gave us a new look at Halo Infinite's gameplay. This time around, it was also our first look at multiplayer. Multiplayer will launch as a free-to-play title alongside Infinite's campaign. The trailer looks rock solid and features all sorts of juicy details for hardcore Halo fans. And Microsoft launched a video earlier today that goes even deeper into multiplayer. New features include segmented vehicle destruction, deeper Spartan customization, new weapons, and much more. 343 are also implementing a new tutorial system called Academy. Here you'll be able to practice against AI bots and dive into tutorials that explain the game's various mechanics. Infinite launches this holiday season. One interesting note is that Infinite's Battle Pass won't expire. The game is getting seasonal content in a similar vein to the Halo Master Chief Collection, but unlike most Battle Passes for other games, players will be able to purchase and complete any Halo Infinite Battle Pass that they want whenever they want. You can also choose which Battle Pass your progress goes into. Microsoft Flight Sim is finally launching on Xbox Series consoles on July 27th. The gameplay trailer looked incredibly impressive as always, which is good news for console players that worried about visual downgrades from the game's PC version. Flight Sim is also getting a Top Gun DLC that adds a fighter jet to the game, complete with Maverick's iconic helmet on the pilot. The DLC launches later this year alongside the upcoming Top Gun movie. The new trailer for Stalker 2 finally gave us a look at actual gameplay. Visually, the game looks incredible. The gameplay has also been totally overhauled from the classic Stalker games, but many of their mechanics like inventory management and gadgets return. The game launches on April 28th next year. Doom Eternal's next update is a free next-gen upgrade that will enhance the game's visuals with ray tracing support on console and PC. It's launching on June 29th. And of course, Eternal was already an incredible looking game, so adding ray tracing is less than transformative as it would be with other games, but it's still great to see consoles getting high-performance 120 FPS modes with this update as well. Microsoft are holding another event on Thursday that will offer a deeper dive into some of their announcements and reveals. Of course, the Xbox and Bethesda showcase was just one of the many big events to kick off E3 this year. Blizzard announced that Diablo 2 Resurrected is launching September 23rd. The remake of Diablo 2 is highly anticipated. It improves on the original game's visuals while staying true to its presentation. At launch, it'll be available on PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Upcoming zombie co-op survival game Back 4 Blood is throwing a PvP mode in for good measure. It features asymmetrical combat with one team playing the zombies and the other team playing humans. The trailer showcases a wide range of playable zombies but doesn't offer much in the way of details. Back 4 Blood launches on October 12th. New Blood Interactive debuted a new trailer for their upcoming immersive sim Gloomwood. It's heavily inspired by the classic Thief franchise. Despite its retro appearance, the gameplay, level design, and mechanics all look very modern. The new footage is a 5-minute look at the start of a level. It features some interesting mechanics like using a wall sconce to light boxes on fire that are blocking a door, and an inventory system that acts more like an actual backpack than a menu. If you like old school stealth games, Gloomwood is a game to watch. It doesn't have a release date, but there's a playable demo available on Steam. Killing Floor 2's next expansion is going to the moon. Interstellar Insanity takes players to a lunar research base overrun by the zombie horde. The expansion goes live on the 22nd as a free update. DayZ's creator Dean Hall is releasing his next game on August 11th. Icarus is a session-based multiplayer survival game set on a hostile alien world. Players will drop to the planet with a set of objectives and timed missions. Surviving requires a mix of gathering resources and defending yourself from both hostile wildlife and the elements. Icarus was originally going to be a free-to-play title, but the developers decided against it to offer a more premium experience. As a result, it'll cost $30 at launch. One of our favorite historical shooters, Hell Let Loose, is leaving early access in July. Over the past year, it's gone from a relatively unpolished and basic FPS title to one of the more engaging and well-rounded World War II games around. It'll leave early access on July 27th alongside an update that adds Eastern Front maps. Players are expecting a map set in Stalingrad. The game will continue to get updates after its retail launch with new maps and content. Nvidia are ending support for older versions of Windows starting in October. Windows 8, 8.1, and 7 won't get new game-ready drivers once support expires. However, Nvidia will continue to release security updates for older versions of Windows through 2024. Microsoft also announced the end-of-life date for Windows 10. They'll stop supporting their current OS in 2025. They're revealing their next-generation version of Windows on the 24th. Speculation suggests Windows 11, or whatever it's going to be called, won't be another major overhaul of the OS. Instead, it'll likely revamp the Windows Store, improve core functionality with UI updates to Explorer, and also improve performance. Before we get to our final story today, I'd just like to say thanks for tuning in. We'll have continuing coverage of Battlefield 2042 as more info is announced. You can expect another round of new footage on July 22nd during EA Play Live. Square Enix revealed their next Marvel game, Guardians of the Galaxy. It's developed by Deus Ex Studios' Eidos Montreal. Unlike their previous Marvel game, Avengers, Guardians will be a single-player story-driven title. Avengers bombed at launch thanks to a litany of technical problems and generally unfavorable reviews. Guardians looks like a step in the right direction, but only time will tell. It launches on all platforms on October 26th. And that wraps it up for today in gaming. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is Level Cap, signing off.